hour two flying by already. Time flies when you're watching a drill that really has no comp to real football, like catching footballs and dropping them immediately. It's called the gauntlet.
I feel like I'm the salesman that knocks on your door
Jeremiah
once a year and tries to sell you the gauntlet.
No, I understand that this is a route that you can run across the field, and you want to see that they run in a straight line, and you want to make sure that they're following directions as well. You got to start a certain way, and you got to then look certain ways. And
I want to stay on the line.
Traffic.
I want to see if you trust your hands. You have to gear down to catch the ball, or can you stay in a full sprint, be confident in your hands, and pluck it?
Okay. Are any of these?
I feel like you have a no soliciting sign outside your door when it comes to this.
You know what it is? If we're watching Connor Hayward, what it is somebody whose job it is to explain to a lot of people what's a catch and what's not a catch. And for all those years where we were wondering what's a catch and not a catch, then to see a drill over and over again where that would have been a catch. Like, did they get the third foot down? At any rate, it's done every year. And we'll see a lot of it later on with the wideouts.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got great news for you. It doesn't stop right here.
I got it.
This is Charlie Kohler. Didn't see Charlie run the 40, but he is a good football player. Plays off in the slot a lot. I thought he had really good hands. I'd like to see him stay straight down that line right there. But caught the ball well when you watch him on tape. So does this one here in Isaiah Likely. He only had one drop this year. 24 explosive plays, Rich, and one drop pass for Isaiah Likely. I don't think I'm going to give him that low one there.
There was right on his knees. Yeah, that's a nice grab there.
To flip your hands down low, but
Trey McBride.
He's got really reliable hands too. Really, the only knock on McBride was how fast is he, and so we didn't see him run today. The blocking, he was outstanding. Catching the ball, you saw it right there. We'll see it throughout the workout. He's got really natural, easy hands. Go, get moving. That 4.5 speed. Let's get it moving here. So when you're watching this drill, Rich, you see some of this, it's kind of really geared down and not cutting it loose. Right. A lot of times you just say, I don't know how confident he is in his hands. He's got to gather, stop, and collect himself, gather to catch it. Guys that have great hands, they just zip right down the line and one after another pluck them. Charles?
Yeah, real quick question, DJ, as they go through this drill, you just made the point about gearing down and what have you. Some of these guys, as you noted, did not run the 40, so we want to see them in the field drills and be able to turn it loose. To me, it feels very geared down. Is it too much geared down, DJ, or is this exactly what they're looking for?
No, I think guys don't want to make a mistake, Charles. You bring up a great point, and you're sitting here thinking the worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to drop 3 or 4 balls in this drill, so I'm going to be ultra careful. And if you haven't run a 40, you might not even all the way loosened up here, so you just kind of ease it into your day. I mean, nobody's getting drafted or not getting drafted or moved up wildly up the draft board off of the gauntlet drill. But it's just a nice indicator. A lot of times you see a guy on tape that doesn't have any drops, has a lot of confidence. You'll see him just whip right through this drill with no issues.
But Deej, don't say that. You're trying to sell Rich on the gauntlet drill, and you just said you're not moving up or moving down off of it. Keep selling, sell it.
No, this is over.
I've already lost this fight.
Exactly. I told this salesman to beat it years ago. He keeps coming to my door, and it's getting annoying. So there's that. Now they're going to go and do it from the other side towards us. All right, Daniel, you've got the floor.
All right, here we go. Here's what the gauntlet drill looks like. You see it here in this little simulation. Most important thing, make sure your head's face the right direction, because we have seen guys take one off the dome in this drill. TJ Hawkinson, let's go back in time when he was coming out of Iowa in that draft with Noah Fant. Remember, that had 2 Iowa tight ends in that draft class. And he just caught it, everything super natural, super easy. Turn off the field, go and finish. And here he is, working on a little crosser right here, plucking the ball real natural, doesn't gear down, runs right through it. See, we're
why doesn't he drop it, Daniel?
I knew that this was
that's
set on
because it would be a fumble.
Let's look at Dulcich doing the gauntlet drill here. Stay down the line, get moving. You do want to catch it before you drop it. I'm with you on that front, Rich.
Thank you.
Now we can see how, I love this when we show this shot, because you can see, look at how the hands are positioned to make all kinds of different catches. Ideally, the quarterback's going to put that right on your numbers, but we don't live in an ideal world. get a chance to show off your catch radius.
You could also see how straight of a line he ran. He was pretty much he was within 1 yard of that 30-yard line the entire time.
So you're first as he comes out, right?
So he's having a nice night.
Get field here, and then that's.
Tell you what, the quarterbacks that are throwing this drill have a lot of pressure on them because Steve Smith is in the building,
Turn to the field,
and he will hold them accountable.
Boundary field. All right?
Yeah.
Let's get it done. You got it. You're up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. We got it. There we go.
Chase Allen.
Nicely done.
Outstanding. Give Matt Campbell some love here, too. He's got several players here at the Combine. What a great job he's done with that program. I feel like when you get an Iowa State kid, you're going to get somebody that's very smart, very tough.
That's all right. Run through it. Run through it.
It's a tough ball.
Keep going.
It's a mixture of what? Throwing quarterbacks and a couple coaches out there?
Rick Spielman used to be one of the throwers down there for several years, yeah.
Have you thrown a gauntlet or two in your day?
I've done some pro day stuff. I've never signed up for this.
Good. Nice. There we go. Good burst.
Too much pressure down.
Tempo rolling.
Dulcich.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's running. He's moving. That's outstanding. That's the best rep of the gauntlet thus far. Even got Rich excited. That's when you know you've.
Well, I can understand when it looks like it's done, when it's done properly.
I thought if we were playing movie trailer music while we were doing the gauntlet, we'd have a better shot to sell you on.
I gotta tell you, it's just so weird. It's gonna take some while for me to get used to it, folks. I'm sorry. It feels like I'm strolling through a food court in a mall. You know, like it's so quiet, and then you just hear this music out of nowhere.
See, I feel like Bill Pullman just landed on the moon or something. Like I feel like I'm watching a movie trailer.
Jeremiah Hall. Hey, look, everything's an evaluation at the Combine, too, right? So, adding music. Undershot.
One of the things that Michael Irvin will always point out when we're doing this drill, too, is you just want to see how naturally the guys flip their hands. You know, if a ball is below your waist and the adjustment you make, how natural is that? Nice catch.
That was nice.
That one way outside is
well done. Look at that.
There we go. Big brother looking on. Right. Gotta love that one.
Sparty getting it done there, huh? See Kenny Walker, too. Michigan State.
Oh. Kenny Skywalker? Or are you talking about... Kenneth Walker. I'm with you. Have a dunk contest flashbacks there for a second.
That's the Nick fan of me coming out. My bad. Ooh, tripped on the football. The Duke almost got in the way. Nicely done.
Kohler. Again, Rich, this tight end group, it's going to be third, fourth, fifth. They're going to be great value picks. Isaiah Likely's another one from here. You can find starters. So you're one of those teams that has a tight end need. Tight ends don't want me to say this, but you can wait because there's so much depth. You don't have to force that in the second round. You can wait third, fourth, fifth round. You're going to get a really good player.
You will likely get a good player, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. It's on a tee for you.
It sure was. All right, the fans are waving and enjoying watching. The music's for you, folks. You better enjoy it.
Morning already? Taco Bell's toasted breakfast burritos will get you out of bed. With fluffy eggs, crispy bacon, and a melted 3-cheese blend, all toasted